Hello, friends.
Oh, we're doing this again.
It's time for the spectacular.
Oh, I'm excited.
A jumbo series of live shows.
Cool.
With guests whom you all know.
We sure do.
We got all you need in the TVCo app, which is free. We're talking everyday life with BB alums, old school, new school. It's all epic fun. So let's get started, friends, because us three got a lot to discuss.
We do.
It's time to enjoy the show.
It is.
Let's see who'll be joining us.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Guess who's enjoying the intro?
Hooray!
It's me, and I'm sorry, Nicole, I tried for you, but we got guests. We gotta start the show. Go, Nicole, start the show. Start it now.
Fine.
Hello, friends. Hello, Nicole.
Hello, Eric. How are you today?
I am doing wonderful. Happy, officially, real show, New Year.
Yes, in real time, not live. We know that whole debate. In real time, show, post, New Year. Here we are.
I love a post-New Year. I love being here with you. I love being here with our Hello Friends, family, our HFC community, for those of you that have been paying attention.
HFC won't let...
HFC won't let me be. I wanted to say what else I won't let people do is forget to follow us wherever you guys are watching live. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Of course, in the TVCo app, click that blue follow button and check out the Hello Friends community where all of the posts, polls, and things that happen which influence this show are located.
Yes.
Of course, you can also share the shows. It's a great way to help support them this new year completely for free. Let your friends know, your family know. Let everyone know. Share the show now, later when you're watching it back, whenever you want. What, Nicole?
And I was going to say, that's the one thing you're going to do this year. Like, if you're like, oh gosh, we're a couple days into the new year. I want it to be new year, new me. I want to be a more giving, sharing person. That's what you do. Share the show. And if you're listening to any of our audio podcasts, make sure you leave a 5-star rating and a positive review and share that as well.
That is so helpful. Of course, you guys can always check out our website, hellofriendspod.com, for our live show schedule, where to find all of those things on social media on the Find Us Live page. That's where you can get the links to that, past shows you may have missed, and so much more over on our website. I absolutely love it, Nicole. It's like you said, it is a new year, a new you. I know that we have a lot to get to on this show. You wanted to make it all about you, and you wanted to tell the 21 things that you want to achieve this year, and you told me you're not really interested in my 21 things.
That is not valid. What had happened was I asked us both to create a list of 21 things, and you did not complete the homework assignment.
I wouldn't necessarily say I did not complete the homework assignment. I would say I am more of the mindset where I feel like our whole entire lives, this is really, I know this is going to sound like I'm being on a soapbox now, but I really just feel like our whole entire, a soap opera. These are the days of my life. I feel like our whole lives are schedule, this thing, meet this deadline, do this, do that, get over here. And it's like, I don't need to put that pressure on myself. You know what I'm going to do things when I want. If I want to do it this year or next year or the year after that, that's what I'm going to do it.
And I do hear that because it does go back to a poll that we did make active in the Hello Friends community. We have the results of it. It was about New Year's resolutions and asking people if they believed in them. And I was very proud of the options because we had a yes, of course, I believe in them. We had a nope, not at all. We had a it's complicated, which I think a lot of people feel that way. And then the one I was most proud of, but do New Year's resolutions believe in me? Because sometimes you can have resolutions, but they don't come to fruition because it's just not meant to be at that point. So,
well, are you interested in the results?
I am so interested in the results.
Well, then watch this. Whoop-a-de-doop. There you go.
Love it. Thank you. So, shockingly, I was very shocked. the majority of people said no, they don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I beg to differ. I think if anything, it leans more toward the people that say it's complicated or the resolutions let them down. But my yes, of course, people only 20%.
I know. I was a little bit shocked. I was a little bit shocked by the results. I do have to say. I agree more with it's complicated. Obviously, I'm obviously more on the do New Year's Eve do New Year's Eve resolutions believe in me because I'll let them know what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it. I'll tell them. They can call me.
Well, this leads to my whole argument. My argument is I do not set New Year's resolutions. Like, I don't say I'm going to work out at 7 a.m. every morning, because I am a firm believer that everybody says that. And then January 2nd hits and you go, oh no, I'll start tomorrow. And then the 3rd hits and you go, okay, I'm going to do it. And then by like the 8th, you're like, I'm done with it. So I don't believe in resolutions in that sense. What I've come to realize I like is goals. So in 2021, these are life goals that I have, and hopefully they'll come to fruition this year. If not, like you're saying, then they become goals for 2022.
Right. Right, 100%. So, I mean, I see that apparently chat seems to be kind of split down the middle.
Okay.
I see that Dawn is saying I prefer to give myself a fresh slate.
I love that. Love it.
I see that Cherie is saying I did New Year's resolutions when I was younger. Now it's like, whatever. Rachel Ann does not do resolutions, Nicole. So, I mean, maybe that is more on my side, actually.
It is more on your side for once, so congratulations to you. But it also is kind of on my side, because I'm not calling them resolutions, I'm calling them goals. And I think if we pivoted to what do you guys think of goals, I think most people would agree that you should have goals going into anything, whether it be a new day, a new week, a new month, a new year.
I kind of like what Zuri is saying in chat. I am taking the opportunity to set stricter boundaries at my job. I guess in a way, I do use a new year as a chance to make growth changes.
Yeah, growth, improvement, moving forward. So that's why,
you're... Yeah, well, I'm going to stick with my original that you were like, I have 21 things that I want to talk about. There's not going to be room for 42. So this is going to be all about me. And here's the thing, Nicole. I'm your buddy. I'm your pal. I'm your co-host. I'm your friend. I am here to support you.
Thank you. And that's all I want. I just want to give my list and be validated, I want to, I really want to hear your honest opinions on these goals. I want to hear if you think they are
Nicole,
pipe dreams. I want to know if you hear, like, if you're like, yeah, do that right now. If you're like, that's not going to happen until November.
Course.
I want to hear what you have to say,
Well, I hope that we can let the chat weigh in live during these things. But, I mean, before we get to that, I don't think that I would be a good friend because, look, I mean, I'm on board. I'm here. I am supporting you. You say this list is about helping you get over things and change your life for the better.
I don't know about get over things. That was a little
not
harsh.
Get over. Help you cope with things. Help you process things. Help you create change in your life.
Yes, move
for
forward.
the better. Move forward for the better.
Yes.
People call it moving forward. Some say flying forward, on the wings of a bird. It is National Bird Day, if you see where I'm going with that, Nicole. And one of your issues are that you are very frightened of birds. And I don't feel like I would be a good friend on National Bird Day if I didn't want to help you be a better you and help you get over some of your issues before we get into your list. After all, Nicole, this show is about you today. So, first up, how do you feel about... How do you feel about the scary bird that looks like human face?
I'm not looking at it.
Just look at it.
Alex, it's not happening right now.
It's happening a little bit.
No, it's not. I don't know what that is. That is something from Jurassic Park. I don't even know where the face is. I don't know what I'm looking. Am I looking at the back of the neck or am I looking at the face? I don't know what that
That's a
is.
face. It's clearly a very pointy beak that it wants to peck at you with.
I don't like that at all. It looks like it blends in with the rocks and pops out and kills you while you're trying to have a nice beachside picnic. Next.
All right, so you're not a fan of this one because it's
No.
very scary faced look. How do you feel about ones that have like the big wings? Perhaps
Oh
like a
my.
turkey with a big giant wingspan. Now this one is weird. It's already turning towards your box. This one looks like it might be going into your box. So I would be careful.
I realize I don't like wings. I don't
Yeah.
like feathers. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's what we're realizing. I don't like the angle.
Hmm.
I don't know how to describe it. How do you describe fear? Right now I feel as though my stomach is going to come out of my throat. I feel as though my skin is falling off. I am very uncomfortable currently, and it's that one wing. That one wing.
All
Like, what
right.
is it?
Then
Why is it an angle?
okay, fine. I feel I perhaps am being too mean. I think the way to desensitize you, we move into more of a bird that you are comfortable with, a penguin, cute, cuddly. We all love a penguin. So let's move into the
Oh,
penguins.
what is it doing?
No, that's just what the inside of a penguin's mouth looks like. I thought you loved
Why?
penguins.
Why does the mouth look like that?
Well,
That
because
one
it
needs
has
to.
to kill you.
No, that one needs to go to like the gynecologist because that does not look right. Okay.
I think that is a cute penguin.
No,
Look at
the
how
one in the background.
scaly its skin is. It's like
The one in the background.
sandpaper. I'm sorry, what?
Background's cute.
The one in the background's cute. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I really do not want I am not here to torture you over these birds, Nicole. Um,
Gosh.
I have been very fortunate these days that, we have been separated. So there's not a lot of that pent-up anger that I feel for you. However, people that watched the live show, not the live show, the pre-show that happened before this. Nicole goes live before these shows. She gets ready, talks to all of you guys, etc., etc. You might have seen how she orders her sister around to make her tea, fluff her pillow, primp her hair, like all of these things. And you might have noticed that we were all very sympathetic to your sister Meg, and that people were very that Meg was taking it very well, you ordering her around. Now, that has nothing to do with the fact that Meg and I have prearranged to release birds into your room in 3, 2. What are you? Are you have your hand on the door?
No,
No?
no.
1. No, there's no birds coming in your door. It's National Bird Day. Twitter wasn't going to let me get away with not harassing you a little bit on National Bird Day.
I know, and Twitter's been harassing me for a good deal of time. And do you want to know who began that on Twitter?
Who?
One Cliff Hogg started that on Twitter.
High five, Cliff Hogg.
No, Cliff's in trouble. Nope, he's no longer my bestie.
All right. Well, I appreciate Cliff. I really hope that in this list that we can partake on with you, that we are going to hear about the way you plan on getting over your irrational fear of birds.
I can't get over those photos. It's not on the list, and I would ask that no more photos pop up while I'm going through said list. Is that a fair agreement?
I'll make a deal with you. How about that?
Okay.
Like, I will
Okay.
make a deal. I feel like this deal is basically a fair deal. If we start not liking any of your like if we don't necessarily like any of the things that you have on your list, then we're just going to turn you into a penguin.
I don't like that agreement. Chat
Okay.
wouldn't do that to me. Oh, I don't like that transition.
Yeah, well, we're turning you into a penguin. You're going to live the rest of your life as a bird if we don't like what you've come up with. Let's go. Number 1.
Number 1, okay, here we go. Number 1 is something that I already purchased, so I'm ahead of the game there, but it's more so using it. It was get a new laptop. Finally, my old one kind of doesn't like to work with me. The old one is the one that I bitch slapped off the dresser by accident when I was on the BB casting and broke the webcam for. So that camera and computer doesn't necessarily have all the features that are necessary. So it is purchased. So I'm already ahead of the game. Here I go. But now it's a matter of actually using it because I'm so afraid to touch it because I'm afraid I'm going to break it.
Yes, that's right, dear listener. You may have noticed the one or two audio hiccups from Nicole on this show. Well, fear not. She has a brand new computer that she could be using. She just chooses not to.
You know what it is? I have the case for it now. And maybe then it'll be used more. But that's one of the goals. 2021, use the things you buy. Don't be afraid to break the things you buy. That's why you have warranties. Just go for it. No anxiety necessary.
Yeah,
Just use it.
you even bought the stupid 3-year accidental care warranty. You know, for comedic purposes only, if it was me on year 2, day 360, I would walk outside, smash that laptop onto the concrete and go, oops, and go bring it back and get a brand new one.
I mean, that might be a goal for 2023. We shall see.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, number 2.
In the trajectory of buying things, and this is a much larger purchase. Finally, I've been saying this for 2 years now, but here we go. Getting my car. This is the year it's going to happen, whether it be early in the year or late in the year. This is the year it's happening. I will be getting my wheels, and I'll be rocking and rolling.
Yeah, this is a hard one for me. I feel like I've been hearing you say this for months and months. I already noticed you've already changed it because previously you were saying you were going to get it by Valentine's Day and it was going to be your Valentine's Day gift to yourself. Now you just bumped it to the end of the year. So I guess this is a good time to ask chat. Do we think that Nicole is going to be getting a car?
Chat, look into my eyes, chat. Come on.
It's a resounding no.
Okay.
Oh.
It's definitely going to happen. And I did originally say Valentine's Day, I want to present myself with a car as my love for myself. You know, I'm currently single, so it's like I don't need anybody. I'm giving myself a car. So that was the goal. And now that it's the new year, you know, we're kind of like the first week into the new year. I'm like, ooh, that's about a month away. A month is not a long time. It may require a little bit longer. But definitely in 2021. I know it.
All right. I'm going to still hold you to that Valentine's Day. This is not actually a hard thing. My personal advice to you, for what it is worth, this is your first car. You are young. I know how you operate. I do not think you should be buying a new car. I do not think you should be trying to buy your dream car. I think you should just be buying a cheap car that has a great warranty, that is not new. It is your first car. I know that you are a great driver and all of those things. You know, statistically speaking, it's your first car. You're going to get into a fender bender. Something is going to happen. I don't know why you would want that to happen to your dream car. Just go with something cheap that has a great warranty.
Who says it to somebody? You said you want me to get a car sooner rather than later, and then your follow-up is you're going to get into an accident. Why would I want to get a car then?
Because I've been on this earth a lot longer than you, and if I could tell myself what to do, I would say, Eric, make sure your first car is a used car that just has a great warranty. And then you can learn what you love and don't love about cars. And then in 5 years or so, get your dream car once you really know what you're looking for. Because you're
That's like
trying to
saying,
guess what you want based on not knowing what you want.
that's like saying don't date anybody because you're going to break up anyway.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, because breaking up is your choosing to be in a relationship, and a car is a mode of transportation that all of the world has to use if they want to go from one place to the next.
That's two very different arguments than what I was saying.
Mhm.
But I do hear what you're saying, but I would not feel comfortable getting a used car because I feel like that would just lead to so many more anxieties as to, oh my gosh, who'd I get it from? It's a lemon. What's
I didn't
missing? And all
say
that.
used. I just said you don't need to buy next year's model. You could buy a new one from last year or, something like that. And I also hate to point this little fact out to you, Nicole.
Okay.
But Cherie in the chat says, I never agree with Eric, ever. Cherie never agrees with me, Nicole, but
Mm-hmm.
he's right.
Oh, damn. Get Cherie off the screen. I thought this was a follow up, like, I never believe in him because I believe in you. I thought that's where that was going, but it did
No,
not. I'm a little fearful to go into my next one.
let's go.
I feel like this is the list of good intentions, and we always know where that leads. So, number 3 is, and this is something I was this close to doing yesterday, getting my ears pierced.
Wait, you were this close to doing it yesterday?
Yeah.
Where?
Well, that's the thing. We were in the mall, and I was like, I don't trust the ear piercing guns because they're not sanitary. And I'm like, no way am I doing it. I want to go to an actual tattoo parlor and get it done with a needle. So yeah.
Now, to be clear, can you just explain to the class why you were in the mall during a pandemic?
I was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I had to go pick something up
What'd you have to pick up?
at the store.
What'd you have to get?
Nothing.
Is it a lady thing? Is it something for your lady flower?
No.
Did you have to go to the pharmacy in the mall?
No. I had to, no, you're making this into a big thing. I had to stop at the mall. So I was in the mall being socially distant with my mask on, and best believe I don't walk anywhere near anybody, and then I sanitize when I get out.
And who did you go to the mall with again?
A friend.
Yeah. And when you guys were at the mall, you weren't near your friend?
Yeah, but we had our masks on.
Okay, I'm just checking. I just want to check. I just want to check in with you and make sure you're being safe because you then bring your body into my home.
Okay, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You want to be real right now?
Yeah.
You know me well enough. You know how safe and precautious I am. Like, why would I not be safe if I go out? I like haven't left my house in weeks. Why would I not be safe?
No, I know. That's why this is fun for me.
I get so defensive because I am not a no mask wearing, mosh pit orgy having gal. Like, I protect myself.
No, and I completely agree with you. You stayed inside the entire holiday season. You
Yes.
refused to go out to eat a meal. You refused to go out holiday shopping. You
Yes.
refused to do all of these things during the actual holiday season, which thus just piques my interest. What were you doing at the mall?
It was empty though, to be honest. Nobody was there. It was around
Can I get
closing
it?
time too, which by the way, that is really creepy when you're walking through a mall and they're like, the mall is closed. And you're like, oh my gosh, like does that mean they're gonna lock me in? And then a part of me kind of wanted them to lock me in because I thought it'd be really fun to live stream from inside the mall, just like trying on different clothing items and like walking around. That'd be so cool. Which I was very this is so random, but I'm so sorry for our listeners and watchers right now, but this is where this is going. We walked past many mannequins, and I don't understand why the female mannequins had nipples, and it really unnerved me.
I mean, if you want me to help you out at this part, I find myself attracted to the mannequins. Like if there's the boy
Exactly.
mannequin, if there's like the boy mannequin and it's shirtless, I find that so hot and I like try and rub up against it sometimes.
So it's for like the lonely folk. They make the mannequins nice so that
Yes.
people like,
Yes.
okay, good to
Like
know.
a
But I'm very
great
much
gift for me would be a mannequin. I might be late to the shows though, so maybe not a great idea.
That is so inappropriate. And speaking of the mall, um, the one guy, you know, they work like little like booths in the middle of the aisles, like with like food and drink places and whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know how
Yeah,
you
those
describe.
tiny, tiny booths. Yeah.
And
Though you'd say
he,
those booths are like 3 feet wide, probably. So, I mean, if you had to pay at one of those booths, you'd probably be 3 feet away from the person, maybe even one, because really they couldn't be 6 feet away because, it's
what
only a
I'm
three
saying
foot
is,
booth.
as the mall was closing and all
Yeah.
the places are closing, um, the guy at the one kiosk, that's the word I'm looking for. The guy at the kiosk just takes a post-it, reaches around the plexiglass, and just goes like that, and puts a post-it that says closed. And I just thought that was so funny. Like, didn't cover up his shop, didn't like lock it up. He just put a post-it to let people know that he was closed.
Now, during this trip to the mall, which you still refuse to tell us what you were doing, you were considering getting your ears pierced.
Yes. Not considering, just knowing that it was there and like, damn, I can do that right now. Should we do it right now? And then I was like, nah.
I mean, I think honestly it's dumb that people pay to get your ear pierced. If you can handle that pain, just go like sterilize a needle and you just take an earring and just shove it through your ear hole. Like
No,
shove
and
it through your lobe.
I would, because I don't have a fear of needles. I really don't. Like, I wouldn't mind doing it. My concern is OCD and not being centered.
Gotcha.
I'm worried if I went to do it myself, like one would be high and one would be low, and I'd be so upset.
A lot of chat is saying they just did it themselves. I mean, you need to be careful of infection. We are not a doctor. We are not advising you to do this. Blah, 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 blah. I would assume the people I know do it. They just do it with a regular earring. Then
Mhm.
they like peroxide out the hole. They put some antibacterial whatever on the earring and then they put it back in the hole.
I could see that. But then is it off kilter or is it straightened? I don't know. But I mean, on the thread of needles, the
Yeah.
fourth thing on my list, and a lot of this stuff is interfered with by COVID as well, but the fourth thing on my list is finally getting my first tattoo, if not more than one this year. And that's something that may take precedent over other things. Like, if you're like, hey, Nicole, did you get your car? I might be like, look at this.
Not if I'm around.
You think you could stop me?
I think I could really encourage you to save the money for your car.
Okay. Touche, touche. I like the word encourage, not force or tell, you know.
Right. Call the police and say you robbed my house if I see you going towards a tattoo shop, whatever.
No, but I was sharing this with chat during the pre-show. I have had the same idea for tattoos since like for the one like 2013 and for the other ones like 2016, 2017. So I've had these
Right?
ideas for like 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And I think that's pretty telling that they're things that I want. It's not like I just yesterday was like, I want a giant heart, you know.
And what are they again?
I want half sleeves. I would love from my shoulder to my elbow on both arms, maybe not filled in sleeves, but that's where I want the tattoo placement to be. I very much want the quote, "Here comes the sun," on my inner arm, with the leaves from
That hurts.
Pocahontas. What?
That hurts. I'm sorry. I don't envision you ever getting a tattoo. I literally touch you and you're like, ow. I
You
could
have no
touch you
faith
with
in me.
one finger and you're like, ow. Do you know how much an inner arm tattoo hurts?
Hmm.
I don't think you do.
I think I do.
Or we're going to play a fun game next time we're together. I'm going to take an insulin needle and I'm just going to do one, take your blood sugar. I'm going to take your just
I've done
one
that.
blood sugar. Okay,
I've
and?
done that, and I don't like it. But here's the thing:
Okay, we got to do
there's
that 50,000 times.
there's a very big difference between um, you walking up to me and pulling my hair versus sitting in a professional salon getting it bleached. You know what I mean? If you're sitting in a salon, you're like, damn, this bleach freaking hurts. But I'm in a professional setting. You keep yourself in control. Same thing like a tattoo place. If you came up to me and stuck me with a knife, I'd be like, what the hell? But if I went to a tattoo place, I know what I'm getting myself into. I know what they have to get done. I know I can't flinch.
Yeah.
I'm sensing, if I ever got it done, a vlog.
Oh, there will 100% be a vlog. I can tell you it'll probably go like this. God, Nicole, there's so much blood. Ooh, does that hurt? Ooh, he made a mistake. It'll be fine. Did you just have the same idea I had at the same exact second? Because that'd be really weird.
I think I did, but go ahead.
How do I? Okay, we have to say it at the same time.
No.
Yeah, I want to see because we both went at the same time, and I want to know if we both had the same idea. Okay, is your idea about a show?
No.
Okay, forget it then. My
I was
idea.
thinking, matching tattoos.
Oh, never. So, hell's not freezing over. There's the show. I think Paulie and Cara Maria did it, where your friend, your boyfriend, your spouse, your whoever, they pick the tattoo that you get.
Yeah. Well, that my moment was what I was thinking earlier, which was, oh, like the Hello Friends community could vote. But then I'm like, I don't want anybody else picking my tattoo.
By the
And
way,
I backpedaled.
that is the scenario I would get a tattoo with you.
Wait,
If
I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening. I'm so sorry. Backpedal. I heard you. I heard me. I heard together. What happened?
the way that I would get a tattoo with you
Hmm.
is if we could record it as a vlog and you can pick out whatever tattoo you want for me,
Yeah.
but I get to pick out whatever tattoo I want for you.
Now, are we talking like how far is tattooed far? Like mean?
Yes.
No. I'm not walking around with like a dick on my shoulder or something. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's different if it's funny or cute, but I'm not walking around with something like horrible.
I mean, now
I
that
don't
you
like
say
that
that,
hurting.
that's very interesting. That's where your brain went. I wouldn't have even went that route, but I might have done something like a bird body with my head pecking at you, or
See,
like,
that is something that I would want once, like if I'm like building a sleeve and that's a component of it. But I wouldn't, now that I have none, I wouldn't randomly want that like on my arm. I'd be so pissed.
I know, it's gonna be great.
Wait, but can we tell each other the ideas and then we decide if
No, that's the whole point of it, is to get your reaction live. Here's the other thing. I would never in a million years let you put something on my body that was bigger than, let's say, like the size of a silver dollar.
okay.
So in
But you
that
also
aspect,
know that mine would not be mean. Mine would not be something
even if it was mean,
disgusting.
I wouldn't care. It'd be that big total. It would be like over here. Who would ever see it? I wouldn't care. I have Blue's Clues paw print on my butt. No one sees it ever, and I hate it.
Okay. This is good to know. Listen, I'm the wheels are turning because this is a bonding moment. I'm excited.
It won't be a bonding moment. I'm gonna bet money you won't do it.
You have no faith in me, and that pisses
Nope.
me off. And that makes me want to do
Nope.
it.
I touch you and you go ow and yell. This one finger, like, excuse me, Nicole, like, can you, excuse me, ow, 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 like that.
I can't wait till we actually do this, and I'm sitting there fine. You're the one passing out.
Okay, I have like 6 tattoos. I'm fine.
Are you though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Plus, then
Next.
again, if I was going to spend money to get a tattoo, I actually don't think that that's what I'd get. I would actually get a tattoo that I've always wanted where I want it. Like, I want a tattoo on my wrist so bad. I think that's what I would get.
So we'll go there and get both, one for ourselves and one for each other.
Okay, you do know tattoos are very expensive.
Yes.
Yep.
That's why I said if it happened, the car would have to get bumped.
Mhm.
Okay. What? Do you want to fix my idea?
Courtney, Courtney in chat said, Eric, I just lost it. Eric could get Nicole's name on him. Now, I don't think that Nicole
I
would do
don't do
that.
name tattoos.
Right. But that is a great idea because I would totally get put on you. Eric is the best host in the whole entire world. I would like write a whole thing out so that like when the person reads it, they're like, who is this person?
I
What?
don't I think name tattoos are weird, especially when it's like someone you're like, oh, Nicole and Bob, and then you break up and it's like, oh, that's awkward.
Okay, I mean, I guess this is an easy one then at
Okay.
this point. So I guess the question for chat is, do we think Nicole's going to get a tattoo? Do we think that this year, 2021, Nicole's getting tattoos?
Wow, you guys have no faith in me. See, this goes back to the whole disclaimer of like, do you really know the real Nicole Anthony? And the answer right there is no.
Not only do I think I know the real Nicole Anthony, I'm so sure I know the real Nicole Anthony. I know that I can say the correct answer is no, even knowing that by me and chat saying the answer is no, it is going to push you so hard to try and make it happen, but it still will not happen. No.
You want to bet?
Yep, I just did.
No, like bet money.
Yeah, I just did.
I bet money I will have one by the end of this year. And I will pay
Okay.
you if I don't.
Okay, deal.
Deal.
Chat agrees with you. Chat goes back and forth. I'm
hurt,
gonna lock
Chad.
it in on yes for you. I'm gonna lock it in as a yes. I will lock it in as yes for you.
Wow, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. So the next one on my list, I've already lost count, is in regard to, we've talked about cars, we talked about tattoos, living arrangements in regard to,
Ooh, fun.
just the whole spectrum. So this is like kind of like goals 5 through
Mhm.
10 kind of thing, because it's, you know, clean my room and transform my room, and do I want to turn my room into an office, or do I look into apartment shopping alone, or do I look into apartment shopping with my sisters, or look into house shopping with my sisters? So just in regard, I want to say moving out, but I don't really know just yet what my goal is. So my goal is the air quotes living arrangements, like trying to figure out what route I want to take.
Well, I know that we have discussed this already privately. I feel like you left out a few of your options, like should you make an office in the basement? Should you
Yes.
create a she shed? And Nicole, once again, I don't know what type of friend that I would be to you if I didn't try and help you with these life decisions. Ergo, I feel like this is a great one for chat to weigh in on. So, chat, you guys know the deal. You can just put the number of the one that you want to vote for. So
Wow.
far,
Hashtag and the number. So
I'm
hashtag
sorry,
number one.
hashtag and the number. I am so sorry, everyone. You have to put a hashtag before the number, not just the number.
Yes.
Um,
So I see
make
hashtag one is redo her room.
it
Hashtag
is.
two is get a she shed.
Uh-huh.
Hashtag three is move out with her sisters.
Right.
Hashtag four is move out alone.
Uh-huh.
And hashtag five is make an office in the basement.
Correct. I don't know why they're not updating. Only the one make it an office basement snuck through.
Which is scary because I almost feel like that's a sign. Like, why is that one the one that's like automatically going?
It does not like the other options today.
Which
It only is
very well be a sign.
it's only accepting answers from the first option.
Something tells me the creator of this poll is biased toward a certain response, and
I resent that. I resent that you would accuse me of that. But that's really
alright,
weird. It seems like only the one answer is coming through.
which is that's the option that I don't really think is an option.
Really?
Yeah, I think redo my room is a very, very big option. Move out with my sisters is a very big option, and move out alone is a very big option. I would say those are the top three. I would say fourth of that would be the she shed, and then the last one would be the office in the basement. Because a lot of it is too, if you're going to have an office, it kind of needs to be soundproof. It needs to be insulated where there's no background noise and whatnot. And our floors, ceilings, walls are kind of thin. So when you're in the basement, you very much hear what's going on upstairs. And it just happens my living room is right above the basement. So you'd hear like the TV, unless I somehow insulated the ceiling of the basement. I don't know how that works.
I mean, as we know, a noise canceling, headphones, I think would solve a lot of the problem. I did like the option of a she shed,
You did.
but I also think that just rearranging your room is a simple and easy one to do.
And I think that's like the first goal. Like I said, this is like a spectrum of goals because I'm not really sure how it's going to land just yet. But I think this goal begins with me like purging things in my room and reorganizing my room. And what do I want to keep? What do I want to get rid of? What do I want to rearrange? And then from there, thinking, okay, can this be now transformed into an office, or is it still not office like? Do I need to seek another location or whatever it may be?
I mean, look, I need to say this number one. I don't really know. I clearly did something wrong when I made the poll, and you just went along with that perfectly. I do not know why it wasn't accepting the others, but but I feel bad because now I think people think I was really doing that on purpose. I wasn't. I think I messed something up. It wasn't putting the results in, and so that was my bad. However, you know, there's another argument that you just keep living at home. You keep living at home, you keep saving your money
Mm-hmm.
so that you can go and buy a house.
Valid. Very valid.
I mean, that is another option too. I think a car would buy you your freedom, and a car would buy you a trip to the library to work or things like that so you could save more money. I personally think, as I have already told you, the best and simplest option is you do a little bit at a time so that you are not stressed out. You box
Yes.
things up in your room over the course of a week. You put them, in a basement. You put them wherever, at a neighbor's house. Who cares? Then, when you get it all cleared out, then you toss your dresser, you toss your bed, you get a futon, you get a couch. We push everything into the middle of the room. We paint your walls pretty. We rip up your carpet. It's a weekend project. I mean, once you have all your boxes and everything out, it's very much a weekend project to take out a bed, a dresser, paint a wall, put a thing back in.
I would say it's longer than a week, but
Yeah.
I do hear what you're saying, and that's why it's like a process. I think it needs to begin with take everything out, stare at the room, figure out if like making it an office and a room is doable, and then go from there. But like there is that little pipe dream part of me that's just like, I want to break free. Like, wouldn't that be cool if I had like what?
Why'd you
Would
just
you,
do that? Why'd you just sing that?
because like you're scaring me, but I think it'd be cool to like have like a little apartment where I walk in like, oh, that's my table, that's my closet, that's my office, that's my bedroom.
I mean, the reason I made that face was, people that listen to our podcast or have been listening to us for a while, or even me before then, know my hubs loves music, but he's very weird about music, where like it's rare that he just puts on a station. There's
Okay.
just a song that he likes, and it is usually on nonstop for a week.
Okay.
The current song that has been on a loop here since I feel like the day after Christmas has been, I want to break free. I want to break free. He's been playing that Queen song over and over and over, literally moments before the show started.
Eric, that's symbolism.
Yeah,
That's a sign. That's
yeah,
very significant that after my birthday, that song started playing.
there you go.
Wow, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I feel great things ahead. So I know I have many of things on this list. So I will bang through.
Oh, we're
Lots.
not done. We're not done. Because I have to tell you the other side of chat. There is a lot of people in chat that are saying They moved out early. They moved out at 18, 20, 21, and it was the most liberating and freeing thing they've ever done.
Listen, I know this is not a therapeutic Thursday, but let me just say this.
Yeah.
A lot, and I've been very open with my journey where I think I can say this without people being like, the fuck? A great deal of what I'm working on currently is like finding Nicole, and not, Nicole Anthony, the daughter, and not Nicole from BB21, and not Nicole that was on All Stars. That's not Nicole. I'm looking for just me, Nicole. And I think having my own place one day would allow me to be like, oh, that's who Nicole is.
Oh,
You know what
correct. You're never going to find Nicole living at home. You're always going to be the
Because,
daughter, the
yes,
sister.
you innately fall into Nicole, the
Correct.
sister, Nicole, the daughter. Like, that's just innate. So I think being out of it, it's like, oh, damn. Like, I have to make this decision on my own. I have to pay this bill on my own. You discover a lot about like your personality and your traits. And that's something that hopefully this year is something that I'm able to discover.
I can't wait. I'm going to get a lot of thank you cards and apology letters. I'm so looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to yours as well. Okay, so in addition to that, just to bang through a couple, these
Let's
are more
bang it
things that I
out.
want. Just speaking of bang, no, that's not appropriate. Things that I want to do more this year in general are I want to draw more. Especially now that I have the iPad, I want to take on like drawing. I call it drawing electronically, but I want to draw more. It's something that I did throughout high school, I did throughout college, lost sight of it, started doing it again a little bit right before I got cast on Big Brother, and then I just lost it and I haven't drawn since. So I would like to get back to like good old fashioned sketching, doodling, all that kind of stuff. In that same vein, I very much want to get back to reading more. I have not read in years. I just want to get back to like, oh, I can sit down with a book, or maybe this year or in the future, do like a book club, whether it be with, friends that here at home or online or whatnot. So that's another thing. And then also,
okay, wait. So do I get to comment on any of these?
yeah, but I was just going to do like the three of them in a row.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, last one.
And the third one is I want to game more, which I've kind of already been doing. My sister and I like playing Nancy Drew and everything. I have Hello Neighbor ready to go. Like, I just want to, like, I don't know, just like be like, yeah, let's just go play a game. Why not? And maybe live stream it. I don't know, because I suck.
Well, I have been preparing us to do our live streaming. And obviously, we're streaming live on Twitch right now, so make sure you guys are following us there. Hello Friends podcast on Twitch. But we have prepared Nicole for Among Us, one of our bigger things that I'm loosely going to. I haven't even started working on it, but loosely, I would like to do a Big Brother Among Us game with all Big Brother people. I think that would be very fun. But yeah, so I hear you on gaming. I think that is something we are doing. I love the idea of a book club. I think if you did that online, maybe if you did it with the HFC, any way that makes you not at any way think that I'm going to be a part of it. Because again, anybody who's listened to me for the past 10 years knows I don't read. I'm read too.
But again, it could be a book that comes in an audio version. If it's like, hey guys,
what I mean.
Chapters 1 through 5, you could listen to it.
No, that's what I mean. I love books, but I do not read books. I do audio books. I love books. I don't. I'm dyslexic. It's hard for me to read a book. So there's that. But also, if you want stuff to read, I can help you out with things to read. There's some great articles on like Google Analytics and, like all fun things that I don't want to read that we have to know how to do. And you could read those things.
That'll be my intro to reading. Like, start with
SEO.
Then pamphlets, then novels. Like, I just bought David Sedaris's new novel. I just bought it, and I know me. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Now I'm going to put it on my dresser. So I want to put it next to my bed and be like, no, I'm going to read these because he is freaking hysterical.
I literally thought you were just going to say, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Which I was thinking, because this is way down the list, but so random. I want to ride a freaking horse.
Me
I don't think
too.
I ever have. I did it when I was younger, like on a pony. But I think I lied and told you guys it was a horse, but it was a pony. But like, I just want to ride a horse. Like, what does that entail? Would the horse like me? Would we go gallivanting and galloping down a beach, down a shore? Maybe like Fabio will come join me, but I want to ride a horse. And I don't know
I
if that will
have
happen this year, but that is one of my goals.
I do have to say riding a horse has always been something Hubs and I have wanted to do together as well.
Can I third
Um
wheel it? I'm really good at third wheeling it. I brought a showman's final three once.
Hubs really doesn't physically have the ability to do that anymore, so that dream is dead for him. But I told him, just because your dream is dead doesn't mean that I ain't gonna do it. Take pictures, looky, and laugh.
That's so mean. That is so. Although my joke was going to be, what if I do it and you two watch it? I just go on a horse. I'm riding a horse. This is so much fun.
I like how you think you were on the horse that long. You would get on the horse, you would be like, "Hi, little horsey, how are you doing? Oh my god, you're the cutest little horsey!" Because then it would throw you off.
Unless we get like a horn.
Oh my god, I love your saddle. Oh my god, can I put a horn on your head, little horsey? Oh my god, can I be a glitter horn? Can I put glitter on you? Can I put makeup on you? What kind of horse friends do you have? Do you know unicorns? Do unicorns really exist? That horse has already done the backwards mule kick and just kicked you off of itself.
But at least I could say on my bucket list, I've ridden a horse and I've been kicked off a horse.
Great.
That's 2 checks.
All right, fine.
In that vein of doing things I've never done, I also have on the list go karaokeing. I very much want to go have fun and do some karaoke once COVID goes away, maybe like in the city or something. I know my bestie boo Rachel would like to join me, so you're not invited to that if you're going to make those faces. Also, this is maybe more in your lane. I want to go to Mohegan Sun, especially now that Matt brought it up to us. I've never been. I've walked through a casino, but I've never been to a casino, so I'd like to go there once COVID again is gone and we can hang out with people. I don't really gamble. I don't think I've ever gambled. I don't know how gambling works, but I would like to experience it. And then,
And I hope you do with someone that is not me, because if you think I'm going to have the patience for you and my favorite place in the world,
that's so mean.
I'm just being on. I'm setting your expectation. My resolution is to be more upfront and forthright with people.
I appreciate that. Speaking of your favorite places, my other goal is to go to Florida. I would like to go to Universal and Disney.
I'm on it with Disney. Yep, yep, yep.
Okay. So I very much want, I've never been to Florida, so just get on a plane and land in Florida. That's one goal right there. But I would like to experience Universal. I'd like to experience Disney. And speaking of how you were saying you want to be more straightforward, this year I have a couple of those type goals. One of which is in regard to loved ones. I want to give more words of affirmation. I feel like I very much internalize my appreciation. Shut the. I cannot. I cannot. Don't look off screen if you're going to judge me because I'm not handling this.
You are aware that we were all there for the pre-show where you ordered your sister around to make you tea that you could have made yourself, right? Okay. So you're doing great.
Did I say not order people around? That's not what I said. No. What I said was more words of affirmation. So here we go. What I tend to do is I internalize a lot of like my appreciation for people and my love for people and my gratitude for people and whatnot. So this year I want to be more like, thank you so much. You're the best. And my sisters as my witnesses, I have been far more like that. I've been a lot more verbal. It's been weird for them, I think. But like I send them a text in the morning now and I'm like, have a great day at work. It's gonna be a great day. You guys are the best. Like I want to be more of that person toward my loved ones. Cause I know like on social media, I tend to be that way more toward like strangers, like you got this, good job on your job interview. But then I actually sat back and was like, oh my gosh, I don't validate, I guess is the word, like the people in my life, because I just in my head go, oh, they know I love them. Oh, they know that they're going to do a great job because they're awesome. And I just want to be more vocal about, thanking them. So after the show is over, I'm very much going to thank Megan for making me the tea, especially after she's been working all day. It's a very big deal.
I
know she knows I know that, but I don't vocalize it.
Yeah, imagine, guys, her sister working all day with children during a pandemic, from sun up to sundown, she walks in the house and 10 minutes later is met with, "You made me some tea. I gotta go live. I'm really stressed out right now, Megan. I gotta go live. Can you make me tea, please?"
You know, that's not the dynamics of my household, and it is reciprocated.
I will say it very much sounds like clearly something you've learned in therapy. That is the most therapy thing I've ever heard. I imagine it went something like your therapist was like, "Nicole, I've noticed on social media you are very giving of your feelings and love, but do you do that to the people in your real life?"
No, it actually, if here we go, therapeutic Thursday. It was more so her asking me how I feel the same or different post Big Brother. And I
Mm,
was very open and said, post Big Brother, I feel as though I've kind of compartmentalized and distanced myself from my
mm,
family, kind of like this weird, oh no, like that's old Nicole. Like I can't get back to that. I can't, like I feel very distant. So that was something I was very vocal about. And I realized in talking with her, I don't have to be distant. I can still be Nicole the daughter in certain regards. I can still be, that way.
right.
So I'm
I
learning to reconnect with the people that are in Nicole pre Big Brother life.
Okay, I got it. I feel like we got off track. My whole point that I really wanted to make just was I do think it is great that you are giving people affirmations in the day for real.
Yes. And another goal of mine is spending more time with them just in general. And you know this, like, we tend to focus on our work a lot and just like setting out certain times during the days, like, yes, let's go watch a movie. Yes. And I used to do that a lot more, kind of lost sight of it, then did it again, then lost sight of it. So now I'm back to like, no, I need to set time out of the day to go walking with mom. I need to set time out of the day to meet up with a friend, so that's like another goal as well. And being that we're going like on like a deeper spot right now. One of the very big goals, and this is one of the last ones, for me, especially going through therapy and everything, is boundaries.
Mhm.
Um, I'm learning the importance of boundaries and how boundaries are not mean. I very much was under the
Right.
mindset of like, oh, you can't tell people no, you can't tell people I can't, you can't tell people I don't want to, you can't tell people I need to worry about myself first. And, going through therapy and talking to people and learning about myself and growing, stop. Boundaries are very important for personal growth. You can't give other people the world at your own stifling. You need to set standards.
Correct. And just to be clear, what you said before it is not mean to set boundaries.
Yeah.
Right. So, as I said, I'm not going to a casino with you, nor am I going to ever do karaoke with you, nor will I ever get a matching tattoo.
Wow, you backpedaled on that very quickly.
No, I said a matching tattoo. I said I will do it if we can pick each other's tattoos.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
But yeah, so a very big one on that list is boundaries, just in all regards. I realize, and obviously, Eric, you know this as well because you do the same thing. What?
Oh, I forgot that you can hear me when I whisper. I was just gonna tell chat that my tattoo for you was gonna say hashtag Jacer. Or like Team Jacer.
Team team would be valid because I am team. Like, regardless.
It would be.
But awkward. No. What was I saying? No, because you're a lot of the same way, but you being wiser than me, you've experienced it, learned it. I tend to give and give
Mhm.
and give, and not so much anymore, but I was a lot more, oh no, by like guilt, and I was a lot more, oh no, like this person's gonna be mad, and then you very quickly learn that the people important to you in your life and the people that actually love you in your real life, they don't cross boundaries when you have them, and they won't guilt you for having boundaries, and they won't be mean to you for having boundaries. So That's a word that I was always like, oh, that's kind of mean to like tell somebody like fence, but no, like it's very important for your own mental health and for the health of like, your lifestyle.
100%. And the light years ahead of where I was at that you will be, if you can even make it to real, because look, I don't know that this is a secret, but I'll tell you, for me, I remember being where you were, and it was a very much fake it till you make it thing where I put those boundaries up, but I still felt horrible and
Yeah.
I still was upset and I still battle with it in some scenarios to this day, but just in time, it gets easier and easier and easier and easier the older you get to put those boundaries up. Because it also becomes the less you care what people think about you.
Yeah.
Like, I can say no. I mean, like, okay, so obviously I would go to a casino with you and I just be dramatic for the sake of this show. So would I go to a casino with you? 100%. But what I would say to you is like, I'll totally go to a casino with you. And I will show you around and I will hang out and we can go get a meal and we can do fun stuff. But then Eric also needs his alone time.
But I'm also a very understanding person.
Right.
I may be like, okay, my boundaries, you need to tell me where you are in case there's an emergency. you know?
Yes,
Like,
obviously.
what if
I
like
didn't
I
say I'm
end up
going
with,
to hide from
pool
you.
shark? Not a pool shark. I guess there's no pool tables in a casino. But like, what if I end up with someone who's counting cards and we're both about to get arrested and I'm like, oh shit, where's Eric? I don't know.
Filming.
These are the things that I think about.
I'm filming.
What?
I'm filming. I'd be filming. You getting arrested would be great. I already told you this. Could you just get arrested? Well, we need a Nicole viral video.
That would be something. Oh, jail is something I couldn't handle. I could not handle it. Okay, so that's actually very funny. But no, it is very valid. And I think in that sense too, it's a hierarchy. And I was gonna say it's more difficult the closer you are to people to set boundaries, but I don't necessarily think that's the case. I think the people really close to you, it's easy. You know what I mean? But I think the people like in the middle, it gets funny with. Like the people like acquaintances or coworkers, that's when it's like, ooh, like I'm friendly with you, but we're not that close. Like, no, this is not okay. And it's easier for me to tell other people to implement boundaries. Like when I'm giving
Right.
advice, I'm like, no, don't take that bull crap. Like you should put your foot down. But when it's you, it's so different.
It's always harder when it's you because you have the feelings and you know you're a good person and you know you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. But at the end of the day, again, I feel like we've talked this topic to death. It's the Hello Friends thing. Go listen to the first episode of the Hello Friends
Yes.
podcast. The entire reason that the Hello Friends podcast was ever started was because there was so many people reaching out, and Nicole and I are very much people that want to help people, and it just became we cannot. So how do we give people the thing that they want where they'll say, your shows helped me so much. They got me through this. They got me through that. That's why the show is called Hello Friends. It is like a letter to all of you that we appreciate you. That's why we do them every single day so that you have something, every single day if that's what you need to help you in a day. Things like that. These were our replies. So you can go listen to the first episode is what I'm saying.
Perfect. That's perfect little bow for it.
Mhm.
And in the ending of my goals list, we also have I have yet to eat a Philly cheesesteak. Yes, I had like a Philly cheesesteak egg roll, but on actual Philly cheesesteak. So that needs to happen at one point this year because that's just
Do you
unfortunate.
remember why that is? You had to do that?
Because of you and I were covering the circle,
Wow.
and they were from Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, Ed and
And
Tammy, and
you
we had them on the
lost a
show.
bet.
And they came on the show, and we have to go visit them and have Philly cheesesteak. I still talk to her all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Love it.
I
He was
adore
hot.
Tammy. Adore Tammy.
What was his name? Frank?
Ed.
Eddie?
Hmm.
Yeah, he was hot. Okay, so is that your last one?
And again, I said spending time with loved ones, more specifically walking more with mom and myself, obviously, so that be healthier, drink more water, which is something I have been doing. I don't like water, but I've been doing it. Lord knows I've been doing it. And last one, I don't really want to say, but it was more to just be nice to you. maybe like December 31st of this year, we'll put this goal off to
Thank you.
the dating profiles.
Oh, wait, you're not saying one of the things on the list was to be nice to me?
No,
Oh, darn. Well,
that's not a goal.
clearly. Yeah, please. If you want to give me a great gift, I think nothing would be more fun on this show than if we could start doing some dating profiles.
I wish we could do them, but not publish them. I would love to do them and answer the questions. I think it'd be hysterical creating my dating profiles, but I would not want them activated on the actual dating sites and dating apps and, you know.
And you're insane. My favorite thing, which would bring me so much joy, would be we literally spend a week creating your profile.
Okay.
Then we spend the following week making that profile active, where I get to pick 5 people for you. And you don't get to see them. You only get to hear about them. I get to pick who they are. Then the next week, you go on a virtual date live on the show, facilitated by me. So, like, they guest in and I interview them.
And I just sit here quietly.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't thought of all the details yet, but it will bring me so much fun.
I don't know. I'm a very odd individual. See, I'm fidgeting, so I get nervous. I'm a very odd individual, and I tend to get defensive when I know that's somebody's motive. So, like, I feel like I wouldn't like any of them.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to get to that part of therapy. So look, this has been a great show.
It's been so much fun just talking about all my goals. And now I'm realizing, now that I've said all of them, how many there are. And there's no way they're all getting done this year, but you never know. You never know.
Okay, 100%
like,
you could.
Some of them are lifestyle changes, like being healthier and being, more appreciative to my loved ones. Like, those are obviously doable on a day-to-day basis, but like the go to Florida, go to Disney, go to Harry Potter World, like, to me, that's like, those are very big tasks. And then putting there, like, do I move out? What about a car? What about a tattoo? Like, that's a lot for 1 year.
It's really not. So I think we have people weigh in on this. Of course, you guys know you can head over to the Hello Friends community in the free TV Co app and weigh in. Let us know what you guys think about Nicole's goals. You can comment under this show wherever you're watching: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. Let us know there what you are thinking of what Nicole's goals are. Any advice that you have for her. Nicole's goals. I'll be going through those comments. And I think perhaps maybe on Friday's show, I'll be taking some of those comments and letting you know people's feedback.
Okay. And I'm ready for feedback. I'm ready for genuine thoughts and, oh, girl, do not do that, or, oh, I think you should do that, or you're more than capable to do all of that. Like, that'd be interesting to hear everybody's take on it, especially people that have more maybe life experience.
That's great.
On me,
And I hope that when you are reading through all the comments on YouTube and Facebook and TV Co and those places, that you really take those comments in. Now, to everyone else, I would say, I am the one that will be picking the comments that will be shown on this show, and I think it is clear how you could cater them to me. So,
please be kind. Say what you mean, but don't say it mean.
Oh, I'm not saying be mean. I'm just saying if I'm obviously going to pick a funny one.
Okay. But just like a blanket statement, the people are like, you live at home. Yeah, I do. Like, that's a fact.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I just, like JP's going to have a funny retort. There are going to be people that have funny ones.
Okay.
So that being said,
you can are on January 5th. And what have I done already? I have drank more water. The laptop is at least purchased. I have given words of affirmation to people.
You've failed on time management. So I want to let everyone know that wherever you are watching this show, make sure that you follow, like, and subscribe so that you can keep up with all of our shows. Of course, we will tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, be recording an episode of our podcast only in the TV Co-app, as well as Thursday. And then on Friday, we are back live again with all of you. And I believe we will be joined by a special guest that we will be announcing tomorrow or the next day. And then, like we said, of course, the plan is that we are dropping the Danny Donato show on Sunday. You have a little bit of time left to get your questions in for that show. Of course, as I said, in the Hello Friends community is where those posts are. So go ahead and get everything in for that. And when you're done watching this show, make sure that you share it. Tell your friends. Let them know about it. Leave a 5-star rating and a nice review if you're listening to the audio versions. Check out our podcast, hellofriendspod.com, if you need to find us on any of those places.
Yes.
Are you excited, Nicole?
I'm excited. I realize I should probably make one of those shows, not one of those shows, one of those goals on being better with procrastination. Woo!
Procrastination Station.
That's where my train is.
That is a thing, isn't it? A procrastination station?
I always say that on that procrastination station.
I'm a procrastination station. Okay, so Nicole, we are going to head on over to the after show. So we're going to say goodbye to our friends on YouTube and Facebook and all of those places. And for those of you watching in the TV Co-app, you guys can stay put. Nicole and I will be right back in one moment after this quick commercial break for those of you that might have missed the show with the amazing race winners, Will and James. Here is a little example of what you miss, and then Nicole and I will be right back for the after show. Who
See you later, friends.
Would crack first with the take the money and run?